everyone, it's Fiona from Stamping with Fiona, and I would just like to thank you very much for joining me tonight. This is my first proper Facebook Live for weeks. For those of you that aren't aware, I had a heart attack. I'm okay, but unfortunately I then caught COVID from the hospital. I'd been home an hour and had a call from the nurse on the ward to say that the lady in the bed next to me had tested positive. So not brilliant, I have to say. It was pretty horrible, and well, we came out of isolation about 10 days ago, but it's only really in the last few days that we've started to feel sort of halfway normal. It's pretty horrible, I have to say. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to tonight. I've got some kits that I want to share with you. So tonight it's all about the Kerchief Card Kit. Yep, which you can get through Stampin Up, through myself, or through a Demonstrator if you already have one. I just wanted to show you quickly what comes in the pack, because if you haven't really crafted before, you've got virtually everything that you need here. So you've got some twine, envelopes, some lovely card fronts, leaves, some sayings in French, English and German, and pretty much everything that you need. So I've made a couple of samples which I'm going to share with you. So these are the ones that the instructions suggest that you make. So this is the beautiful, I think it's Coastal Cabana, I'm not sure without looking it up. And then this one is Poppy Parade. So just to, I will show you how to make those, and you get these envelopes which have these linings inside, so they're really, really cute. So I'm going to show you quickly how to make those, because as I said, everything is there for you. But then I'm going to make some alternatives with you. So this is actually for a friend's birthday. It's going to be late because it was yesterday. Happy birthday, Paula. And I've done it as a shaker card. So, again, not hard at all. I'm all about the quick and easy. So that's in the Coastal, I think it's Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to do it in the Poppy Parade. I've got everything ready to show you, but let me just quickly show you how they suggest that you make the basic cards. And here we go. So everything, I've got everything ready. So that's the Poppy Parade one. And that's the Coastal Cabana. So I've got a thinking of you. I've already tied my bow because tying them on camera is a nightmare, and I've already got my leaves and petals. So those are for the blue one. Let's get those out of the way. Now with vellum, the best thing to use is glue dots. You can use your Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus, as long as you put it where it's not going to be visible. So I'm going to be covering up, where's my example? There's my example. I'm going to be covering up the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus right down the middle. You can tell I haven't done any Facebook Lives for ages because I'm really disorganised, and I had everything ready to go as well. So hubby's downstairs watching the football. So this is a card base with the flowers printed on it. So I'm just going to put the vellum in the gap in the middle, like that. And then I'm going to use my glue dots for the leaves. And I want a couple of those in either direction. So let's just put those there. So I have got them already. Pop them out. They all come on a little sheet which you just pop them out. So it's really, really easy. And I don't know about you, but especially having been ill, our neighbours have been brilliant, family's been brilliant. So I kind of need quite a few thank you cards. So that's, I mean, this says thank you, thinking of you, but you can always turn it over and just stamp a message. So I might well do that. Just get some more glue dots. And I have to say, my hands were terrible from crafting. My skin, I have terrible skin, and it peels and everything. And my skin's really good at the moment, but I don't know how long that's going to last once I start using glues again. So, right, let's find these blue dots. Come on, there we go. So, got 2 lots of leaves going that way, 2 lots of leaves, and then I've got some little flowers to go one in either direction. What I'm going to do actually is peel that off, put that there, so I want it to be visible when I've put the saying down. There we go. And the last one, if I can find it, I've got so many lights on, it's all reflecting, so I hope you can see what I'm doing okay. There we go. So that's my last one. Right, now I will just use the thinking of you, and I've got some dimensionals, trusty dimensionals. I wouldn't be without, I love dimensionals. So again, you can see you've got everything you need. This one doesn't come with a block and stamps or ink. So some of the ones that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, they do. But that means that this is on the lower end of the price range. So I'm just going to pop that over there. And then I've got my twine, which I tied earlier, because tying a bow on camera, I just, for some reason, I can't do it. I always end up doing a knot. So I'm just going to pop that there. Just trim a little bit off that. And there you go. That's my card. So you saw that took me, what, 4 minutes? Maybe not even that. You probably don't need to have a liner in there, but I might well do. So that's the Poppy Parade one. That was the one I had ready, and that's the one I've just made. And then this is the one in, pretty sure it's Coastal Cabana. And I do like the combination with the navy, I have to say. So when I've done the alternative to what they suggest, I have used the Night of Navy as well. So let's just quickly put this one together. And again, you've got your lining in your envelopes. That's really pretty. So I do apologise if I'm sounding a little bit out of breath, but that's from the heart attack. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. Just it's working. So again, I'm going to put that down the middle because it will be hidden. I do like the gold dots. It's really pretty. Okay, there we go. And then so you've got the Night of Navy oval and the flower, and I've got some different leaves this time. I've got the gold ones as well, but I have got some green ones as well. So what I'm going to do first is pop my rose onto my Night of Navy, and then I'll layer that with my dimensionals so that then I can put everything around it. So now I've lost my dimensionals. Sorry, I do apologise for being so disorganised. It's just I'm not used to, I was in a rhythm and I need to get that rhythm back. So please bear with me. Okay, so here we go. It's getting dark so early now, isn't it? So quite nice to be doing some crafting in the evening. Right, I'm going to have that one portrait. So that's going to just go there. I've already tied my bow, and again that will go on with glue dots. I probably need to just trim that down a little bit. Quite a lot actually. I followed how much they said you need, but I always find you end up cutting loads off. But then if I try and work it out myself, I don't have enough. So that's layered. That's on there. Let's get rid of my dimensionals backings. I'm going to throw the leaves away. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back, and then just feed that under the rose like that. Okay, And then these ones I will just pop on with glue dots again. So again, you get a little leaflet in the pack with instructions of like how many gold flowers you need, how many gold leaves you need, and you know, it is very, very simple and easy to do, especially if you need cards sort of like really short notice. Okay, here we go. And then these ones just go underneath. Whoops. I'm all fingers and thumbs today as well. Yep, got that. I'll just have that one coming out at the bottom, I think. There we go. I won't bother with that one. Okay, and then again, just have your sentiment coming off to the side. So I'll just put some dimensionals on the right hand side and glue it just to make sure that's, yep, that's the right way. There we go. And I'm just going to pop a tiny little drop of glue just to hold that in place. Okay, so they're the two that the instructions show you how to do. Which one's your favourite? I'm a blue and green girl, so I naturally lean towards the blue, but I have to say they're both lovely. So those are the ones that the instructions show you to do. Now, as I said, I have a friend who had a birthday yesterday, and she knows that she was going to get her card late, and I've made a shaker, and blue is her favourite colour. So I've taken Coastal Cabana cardstock to make a base, and then using the Scalloped Contours dies, I cut out the middle, and I've done that already on this one. So I'm using the Poppy Parade. I've got a card base here, the Poppy Parade. This one I embossed using the Work of Art for Floral Gallery one, and then put some sequins. They're from the mini catalogue, beautiful, sort of snowy ones. This time I thought I'd go with leaves to complement the flowers around the edge. So I'm just going to literally, so let's see how long this takes. It's just coming up to 13 minutes past 8. Let's see how long. I know I've cut, oh dear. I keep doing that with my glues. Let's get some tear and tape. I think it's because it's embossed. The tear and tape doesn't run smoothly on it. So let's just get that. So I'm so out of practice of crafting. I just didn't have the energy to do any, and then with COVID I came in to cut a card up to make a thank you card, and I cut a piece of card up 3 times trying to make a card base, and each time it was wrong, so I just gave up in the end. That's why I need loads of thank you cards now. So I'm just going to glue this straight down onto my Poppy Parade card. And I did manage to find, I don't know about you, but I have got loads and loads of sequins. So with the blue one, I used the ones that are in the mini catalogue that are silver and white and everything there for Christmas. But when I was digging through my stash, I realised I had some of the from 2020's spring mini. They had poppies. We still have the stamp set, but the sequins have retired. But guess what? I have some, so I'm going to use those. So there's my card base. I think I'm going to do it portrait actually, just to be different to the other one, if you can see that there. So what I've got is, and these are brilliant for shaker cards, so it's foam adhesive strips and they bend, so you don't have to worry about cutting it to size. And let's see if I can get in it. I knew I should have opened it earlier. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to do it quite near the edge, because with the sequins you don't want them to have any area where they can get out. So I'm going to do it, just checking I'm on camera, do it quite close to the edge, and then you just bend it. It's great, this stuff, absolutely great. So, and then I need another bit, and then I will go round just to make sure that it's even, because I hate things that wobble or if you watch the Bake Off, soggy bottoms. So I will go round. Okay, so let's cut that there. I need to make sure that there's no gap in the join, because otherwise sequins will disappear. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around the edges. Whoops. Okay. And you get, in a pack of these, I mean, I've got some, they've lasted me for ages. You get 40 strips, so it lasts forever. Well, that's how it feels like anyway. Now the sequins aren't going to come out this far, hopefully, so it doesn't need to be a complete join. Just get that round there. Whoops, get my last bit and cut that down. Okay, that's it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is using my retired, guess what I forgot to do? Forgot to put the window sheet on. Oh, I'm not having a good day today, am I? So the window sheet's going to have to go on the whole thing, and just cut that down. So this just goes to show how a few weeks of not crafting and you kind of forget everything. It's crazy. So I do apologise if I'm confusing you, but trust me, it will be worth it in the end. So just want to get that bit out without making any gap for the sequins to get through. So I'll just need to plug that in a second. Right, there we go. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Put this over the top and trim it, and then I'll just have to glue it down. So this is not how you normally do a shaker card, I do apologise, and when I post the instructions on my blog it will put it in at the correct time, but for the sake of speed I will just trim this down now. And it just goes to show, really, you know, any mistakes you make in crafting you can always rectify. So let's put a few sequins. And then I'm just going to glue that. I'm going to put those there. There, and then another bit of acetate over the top. Okay, so you're learning tonight how not to make a shaker card, basically. And I do apologise. Let's just put that. But at the end of the day, the recipient isn't going to know any different. And I always think shaker cards have a bit of a wow factor. So let's get that in. I like the embossing folder with the leaves. That's from the mini, I think. It might be the annual. I'll have to have a look in a second. It's the... yeah, it's from the mini Wintry 3D, and you get this sort of snowflakes and the leaves. So I thought I'm not ready for snowflakes just yet, so I use the leaves, but really like it actually. Good job I've got lots of acetate hanging around. So I'm going to pop that down now on there. And then another bit of acetate, which I'm going to cut down, and I'm just going to glue that on with glue dots, but quite close. Actually, I might use Stampin' Seal Plus, so I don't think you'll see it. Okay, so remember, this is how not to make a shaker card. Normally you would put your acetate on the bit underneath, but where there's a will, there's a way. And it still works at the end of the day. Okay, there we go. So let's just get rid of this rubbish and get my sentiment. And the leaves. So a bit of twine, some leaves, and a sentiment. These are all French, that's German. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp onto this one that I cut out earlier, and I would like a thank you. So let's have ornate thanks. Let's see what's going to fit in there. You can see this. So that thanks is going to fit. And I will stamp it in Happy Parade just to keep the consistency. I can find it. There we go. It's not completely straight, but seeing as everything that can go wrong tonight is going wrong, not to worry. Let's get that red off as quickly as I can, otherwise it's going to stain. It's already stained. There we go. So I'm just going to glue that over the corner. And pop some leaves, and again trusty glue dots, and there we go. So that's how not to make a shaker card, but it still worked, and that is how to make a proper one. So as you can see, I put the acetate straight under the die cut hole and then put the foam pads on. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday and hopefully it won't be such a disaster. But thanks for watching. Bye.